Thanks, Brent. I want to welcome everybody to our house and treat it just like your house, okay? Because that's the kind of feeling we want within our arena of healthcare here. This is your home. And many times as I round to the patients, I say thank you for making us what we are. Every bit of our success depends on the people who come in and those people who it's your house. So, without you, we have nothing. So treat this as your house, okay? As Brent said, I have a background in nursing. Came from Tennessee. I spent about 15 to 18 years as a flight trauma nurse. It gave me a great appreciation for life. It presented me with the ability to live a life that I never thought I could live. And that's a life very similar to what you do, helping people. Helping people, be compassionate, show compassion, and to give. And you know, we all know, no matter what religion, we all know when you give, you get back twofold. And God has been very gracious to me. He's given back more than I deserve. I have 2 beautiful girls and 4 grandchildren. So my older daughter lives in Towson, Maryland. My younger daughter and a grandchild live in near Myrtle Beach. So a little history on me. As Brent said, I've been here 4 years. When I came here a little over 4 years ago, I was in Jacksonville, and a friend of mine says, "Don, you need to go to Davenport." I says, "Where's Davenport?" You know, it's not like that I hadn't been to Florida. I had, because I spent a tour of about 8 years in Brevard County. For those who are familiar with Brevard County, we're seeing over there at a facility which we now own, the Woodstock system, and spent time over there. And have been in Florida now altogether for about 11 years. But when I came over from Jacksonville up to here, I said, "Now tell me where part of Florida is." And they says, "Well, you know, you go up the interstate, you cut off on 27, and as you go down the 27, you'll see the orange groves. And in the distance, you'll see 2 tall buildings. You'll see the Omni, which is one, and you'll see the hospital, the other." And when I came and spent the day, and you know, and then came back again for a second visit, the thing that truly brought me to heart of Florida was the people. You know, Floridians as a whole have the ability to adapt, to challenge, because we're always challenged with something, whether it be a storm, whether it be a flood, because we live in that challenged area, right? When you live in a little peninsula out in the ocean, you know, you're going to get a challenge every once in a while. So, you know, but the people here are a different kind of people. I tell Brent many times they're almost like the people from Tennessee. Generally a man's word is pretty good most of the time here. And people cling together and help one another. And really that's what we're supposed to do, right? We're here to help one another. Yes. So, you know, I made the decision to come. I've never regretted it. This is where I want to stay. This is where I want to retire and become a member of the community. And then maybe I can get back to voluntary work or be a volunteer here. It's great. But it's a delightful community. The people are delightful. And the hospital has been a delight. You know, since being here in 4 years and looking back at the history of the hospital, only a very few years ago, what, less than 20, it was a 50-bed facility. People tell me that we remember when there was maybe 30 patients. And you know, now in the wintertime, we're 200 plus. In March, April next year, we're getting ready to open a 5th floor, a women and children's center. We're doing robotic surgery. We're evaluating open heart surgery. We have a group of physicians who are very dynamic and creative. I can't compare them to anything less than the very best. We compare it to the big facilities that I've had the pleasure to work in. Many times, as a matter of fact, you're better off being in a smaller facility because we know who you are. We know your name. We take time to talk to you. Big facilities, sometimes they have expert care, they have world-renowned doctors, but guess what? They don't know who you are, you're a number. And that's not what medicine's about, is it? That's not what compassion's about. It's about caring for individuals. So I don't want to get to the point where we don't know who you are and we can't feel compassion. Once you get to that point, you've lost the heart of what you do. And when we get to that point, it's time to go somewhere else. So I hope in Heart of Florida we never lose the heart of what we truly do, is to have that heart for those that we serve. Guys, that's pretty much all I have, unless any of you have any questions. It's free. Take a shot. I'm pretty tough. I can take it. So, you know, nurse, as a background of a nurse, you know, you get shot a lot. So any questions at all from anybody, and I'll do my best. Or
share with my group what you do on Sunday.
Well, I do a lot on Sunday. Certain.
You're usher at your church.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm very attentive. I do whatever's asked for at the church I go to. You know, it's not just usher. Many times it's setting chairs up. So I do whatever. You know, I try to stay away from the choir because you know it would take away. The number of attendees would go down. But you know, I volunteer for whatever is needed. And you know, many times it is an usher, many times it is do other things. But I feel like that I'm a servant to the Lord, and I'm a servant to those that I serve. Yes. So whatever I need to do, if it sweeps the floor, I'll sweep the floor.
That's right.
So I think many times we forget to ask Him what we can do to serve Him.
Yes.
That's what you have to ask Him every day, how you can best serve. And He'll tell you, believe me, it might not be what you want to do. It might not be what you want to hear, but He's going to let you know.
Yes.
I feel like, and you know, everybody in here works in the chaplain service, and I think that your gift is so great. Your gift is so great. And I think that many times you don't feel the appreciation. But it's there. I listen to patients as I round, and I round on a lot of patients. And I pray with a lot of patients, and I pray with a lot of staff. And I guess that's how I best can serve my ministry here at the hospital, is to be able to be in the presence of those who are ill and sick as you are, and be able to help them with their needs. So you're very blessed. You've been chosen for a very blessed job. I commend all of you. Any other questions? Anything, guys? Now, how many here are, all of you are from, how many are from hospitals within 50 miles of you?
Churches.
I mean churches within 50
all.
miles. Everybody is? Everybody is? Okay.
50 miles.
Who's the farthest? Uh-oh, I don't know.
Lake Wales.
Lake Wales is, okay.
St. Cloud. Got one from St. Cloud.
How far what road you take?
But I just want to take the time to thank you for the service that you do, and thank you again. Thanks, guys. Thank you.